problem solving? And why do we need it? Problem solving is something that we do every day without even knowing that we do it, even with the simplest things. When we're solving a problem, we're not always talking about math problems or dangerous and big problems. We're talking about little life decisions, picking which one, or what's better and what's worse. So problem solving is a task that calls for a special effort. But like I said, we never really know when we're doing it, but we're already doing it. So what happens when we meet a problem that we had to do some extra thinking on? How should we take that on? Well, I had 3 easy steps. Step 1, face it head on. What does it mean to do it head on? It means don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't ignore it. Just go right at it. 2, think of all possible answers or solutions. It's important that you sit back and you actually think, is this right or is that not right? Because what if you make the wrong decision? Then it could all just go wrong. Lastly, step number 3. Act on what you think is best. It's important to do what you think is best because it's called trusting your gut. Going with what you feel is right, what you think is the right choice. Following those steps and facing everything head on and really thinking about it is a positive action because you're not ignoring it. When you ignore it, that's a negative action. Keep in mind, problem solving keeps for a healthy mind, helps make things a whole lot smoother, and lets everybody know that you know what to do when things go wrong. Want to know what else is important besides just having good problem solving skills? Having a good memory. Having a good memory means that your brain has held on to all the good things that you've learned and all the things that you need to know. But it can also be a recollection of all the things that you've experienced, gone through, or places that you have been and seen. Why is having a good memory so important? It's important right now because you need to know your schoolwork. You need to be able to study and remember those things for when you take tests. While you're studying and remembering all the materials that you need to know, you're helping strengthen your memory for later on. You're helping strengthen your memory for when you get older. So when you have a job, you can remember how to do that job or what it is that you need to do during that job. What kind of jobs require a good memory? For example, singers, professional athletes, like football players, they have to remember all their plays. And basketball players. Doctors and nurses, because they have to know how to look at your body and tell you what's wrong. Mail carriers, because they have to know where you live. Because if they didn't have a good memory, how could they teach you? And even lawyers, because they have to remember all the laws. But what if we don't have a good memory? What can we do to fix that? First, we can start by playing games. Picture games that have cards, or take out a deck of cards and lay them all down and match one up to each other. You're not going to know which one it is because they're face down in front of you. Go through a list over and over again. Say it out loud. Hear it. The more you hear it, the more you remember what it is. Read through it, say it out loud, and even have somebody ask you questions over it. The more you hear it and the more people ask about it, the more you're going to remember just what it was that you were looking at and reading. Strengthening our memory and straining our brains sets a positive action for a great memory and a healthy mind. Solve those problems and strengthen those memories, and I'll see you guys again later.